There's a storm of brewing in the construction business, and it has to do with the fact that building materials have gone up exponentially. But we need a new, innovative way to construct homes, not only quickly, but more affordably. But what if I told you you could get a brand new built home in less than 48 hours and it costs under $40,000? What? Azure Printing Homes promises to be the most innovative 3D printing home company in the business. All right, here we are. The reason I want to talk about these specific 3D printed homes, because I know if you've watched my channel for more than a minute, you know that I don't necessarily have the most glowing reviews when it comes to 3D printing, is because this particular company, Azure, is doing 3D printing completely different.
I'm Ross McGuire, CEO and co-founder of Azure Printed Homes, and we are printing homes. Behind me is our model backyard studio. It's 10 by 12. The exterior structure, so everything in white around the outside, the floor, the walls, the roof, is all printed in one day.
They're actually printing homes in a factory and then delivering them to the location. The biggest problem I've always had with 3D printing is the machine itself is about 4 tons. And to get it to a location where you need to have it printed, it would cost a lot of money to get it there. Not only that, you need specific engineers to be at that location to make sure the pour is done correctly. Just like a piece of paper in a printer, if that machine is not done correctly, then your house is going to be like this. It's going to be going off to the side. And we don't want that with anybody's house. So this is why I'm so super excited about these particular homes, because they basically bridged manufacturing in with 3D printing and have come up with these products right here.
Imagine a world where homes are built quickly, affordably, and sustainably. A world where structures are printed in a factory to your specifications in 24 hours.
All of this is well and good, but how much do they cost? Everybody wants to know that.
The one behind me is $24,000. It gets completed here in our factory, shipped and installed to site. So it's similar to any other modular home or a jacuzzi where it gets crane lifted into position onto a ready set foundation.
All right, so the one that he was looking at was obviously $24,000, but that's just like a little office. And if you go to their website, they start about $39,900. But what are these homes actually made of? Because that's what I want to know. Because if I'm going to put my kids in there or my grandma in there, I want to know that they're safe. And I know you do too.
We're in the middle of our accreditation and certification with ICC. To them that we want to make sure is covered. The tests that we've had so far haven't yielded anything that is of any concern. By the time our production line starts in September, October, we'll have that alongside it as well. The structure itself will have 15 years. And then all the parts within it will have their own parts warranty. But yeah, the structure itself will be 15 years.
When buying any kind of tiny home, it doesn't matter if it's this 3D printed home or a backyard workroom like I have, you're going to want to know if you need to have a foundation. I went ahead and asked Ross if we need to have any kind of preparation for our foundation ahead of time. Does it need to be pre-plumbed and pre-wired before you have this house delivered, or do they do that for you?
When it's complete, it's a cube that we're taking on a flatbed and delivering, and then printed cube gets bolted to a foundation. So it's a conventional foundation stem wall. So it's just the perimeter. Because we've printed the floor, it doesn't need to sit on a slab. It can be a stem wall foundation with a crawl space underneath, which is a great design aspect for us. It takes away some of the precision that you sometimes have to achieve with prefab homes, where if you're doing it on a slab, then obviously getting your plumbing and any services in the exact location so that things sit directly where they need to when the unit's delivered.
Another concern I've always had with 3D printing homes is, what is that actual material itself that they're printing the houses with? Everybody says they have some secret recipe of cement that they're putting together, and they squeeze it together on like a toothpaste type thing, and it has these weird kind of ridges in it. We never find out what's in their secret cement mixture, but these homes are built with a completely different building material. It's not cement at all. It's recycled plastic. You know, all that stuff that we keep putting in the ocean? Well, now they're making homes out of it. I'm glad we're doing something good with it. And the look of them is a heck of a lot prettier than those cement 3D printed homes. I'm sorry, 3D printing companies, if you think that cement look is absolutely beautiful, but it's not. It looks like spreadable poop. But these are like thin little lines, just like they're so thin you can't even tell. It gives it kind of like a unique character if it's something you like. Ross did say that if you wanted to smooth it out, you could, but of course that's going to cost you extra money.
So the structure itself is printed in one day. So the printer does, if we take this one as an example, day one we print, day two we wire, we plumb, and then we spray foam insulate on the inside. So it's completely sealed, thermal insulation and a pretty good sound insulation too. Day three we basically wrap the inside, whether it's drywall or subfloor on the floor. And then day 4, the interior finishes. And then day 5, basically the glass goes in, it gets painted on the outside, and it's ready to ship. So it just needs plugging in effectively to the services once it lands on site. These are very quick turnarounds for what we like to think being a good quality product as well.
Another thing that makes these Azure homes super unique is the fact that the outside is just the shell that's printed. The inside and the inside walls are made of drywall, just like you would in a traditional stick-built home. Let's take a tour.
So the close-up of the kind of beaded finish. But the interior itself is traditional. So flooring over on the walls and OSB subfloor on the floor, and behind that is all of our wiring, plumbing behind the wall, and everything in between is solid with spray foam insulation. So it's effectively no different other than the appearance to a traditional home.
When it comes to a lot of people that are deciding to put these in their backyards, we have to deal with HOAs. So I asked Ross, the CEO, if they would address the color and if you would be able to change it. Not only that, what about the color fading? Because I remember having plastic toys outside, and you know as well as I do, if there's plastic toys outside, they fade from the sun. Will their homes fade just like a plastic toy? Because it is made of plastic after all.
Yeah, we put a UV coating over the print, so it gives us a little bit of customization for the color. I mean, so far our default has kind of been sticking with the white just because it's a good heat and light reflector. The UV coating gives us the warranty that we need to be able to say that it's going to be at least 15 years that the coating can protect the material below it.
So what if you wanted to design one for yourself and make it look different than what they have on the website? Well, they actually have a solution for you on that one.
The level of customization we have at the moment is that people can select, say, look at the front wall, decide whether they have a single glass door, sliding glass door. They can look at each panel. So we kind of split each side into 3 on these smaller backyard studios. So they can go to the middle one and say, I want to have the single door there, and then pick the right panel. Actually, I probably want to make that glass or change it back to solid. So yeah, additional options they can add would be adding HVAC, and then you see a split unit pop up on the inside. They can move it from middle to center to right. And the same for solar. Solar appears on their roof. They can choose to have a battery added, which is just a 5 kilowatt hour solar battery. Easy ordering process for customers, and that'll be on our website shortly. Pre-order right now is $100 refundable deposit. We can develop the technology to a point where people are putting their own stamp on a design, because at the end of the day, it's just us programming the robot and the printer to create the design. So as long as it meets with our kind of engineering and our wall and roof and floor geometries, then it will allow customization not just on the open walls and the finishes, but the actual print can be customized as well. That's where we want to get to.
I know for some of you that some of these homes are quite small, and if you're kind of concerned about room, they've actually come up with a solution for your bed. It's called a cloud bed, and it actually attaches to the ceiling. It comes up and down, almost like a Murphy bed, but attaches to the ceiling. I thought it was pretty innovative, but I will let you know that, of course, that's an additional charge. It doesn't come with it, but it is worth mentioning.
We currently have a wait list that's taking us probably through to the end of the year. So people joining the wait list now are looking at the beginning of 2023.
If you're interested in crowdfunding with Azure printed homes, visit the website republic.com/Azure. So you like it so far and you want to get on the wait list? Well, I have a treat for you, because you guys, as my subscribers, are such good subscribers. They are giving me the opportunity to give you $500 off of their Azure 3D printed homes. If you go on their website and you fill out the form and you go to put down your deposit, to July 5th, they're going to give you $500 off. Just make sure you put in the message center that you came from my video and that you want to go ahead and order it so you can get your $500 off. Now, this is only good until July 5th. So if you're watching that after July 5th, maybe in the future, if I do another video, I can get another little code for you. Hey, look, stop and let me know what you think of these Azure printed homes in the comments section below. Watch more videos about different alternative types of homes that you could buy for yourself. Go ahead and watch these videos right here. My name is Kristina Smallhorn, your real estate whisperer, and I tell you all this because good real estate information matters.